During the honeymoon stage of a relationship, it's easy for things to fall out of balance, especially if you're someone with a baseline anxious attachment style. We get captivated by the stories of another person and become invested in their lives. We start lowering walls and not holding certain boundaries that we had in place to prevent us from moving too fast in those relationships. Once they show vulnerability, we feel that it's okay to match their energy, and we may start staying up late at night, getting to know that person, texting them all throughout the day. We feel that it's safe to be vulnerable in that way. And that makes it hard to see the shift in a person's interaction and overall investment in those relationships. This can cause us to do something that we never want to do, right? We never want to chase. If you're familiar with the anxious attachment style, you'll know that chasing only makes things worse. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about what happens when an anxious person stops chasing and avoidant. First, I have an ask. I've been making content on YouTube for over the past 5 years now, and I've enjoyed every minute of the community that we've built. My ask for you is, if you're enjoying the content and you feel that it's been helpful, that you subscribe to the channel. This can help me continue to make content to help enrich people's lives and help heal their anxious attachment style. Thank you. Believe it or not, there are many things that happen when you stop chasing a dismissive avoidant. Even if they seem as if they don't care, one thing that actually happens is that it shows that you have dignity and self-respect. That's kind of a side effect of not chasing. It also shows that you're not overly reliant and codependent on that person. And these qualities are attractive to dismissive avoidance because it makes them feel safer emotionally and physically, like they don't have to be so claustrophobic. Maybe because it piques their curiosity about you and plays on the old theory that the person who appears to care the least tends to be the one who has the most control. And the dismissive avoidance subconscious response to someone chasing or even pursuing them more is to pull back and maintain that control in that dynamic. So this will appease their biggest fears in relationships, which is losing themselves, their sense of identity, and their free will, their ability to come and go as they please. Another thing that happens when you don't chase is that it gives the space for them to process what they truly feel about you and those past interactions. Mozart said that music is not in the notes, but in the silence between. Before we had cell phones in our pockets all the time, we lived a much different life. My dad called cell phones electric leashes, and I kind of agree with him because I can remember a time that you would have to be patient and let the silence between the interactions cause more attraction. We had landlines, and if the person wasn't home, oh well, they just weren't home. And we may have seen our crushes on that Friday, and if we didn't get their phone number or set up something over the weekend, we wouldn't see them or hear from them till Monday. And that's hopefully. Sometimes I can remember when someone got sick that I had a crush on and I didn't see her till Friday, that next Friday. Now we can see what people are doing on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Essentially, no silence between the interactions at all. Like, we're living vicariously through their social media. But don't get it confused. Silence in relationships is still a very powerful tool that can build a deeper connection. One of the bigger and most important things that I see occur is that it helps you gain clarity of what's going on in that relationship. Many people who date avoidance feel that they are the only ones carrying that relationship. And I've asked clients if they feel that if they don't initiate contact with that avoidant, if they felt like the relationship will either fall apart or they'll never hear from the avoidant again, they usually respond with, yes, that's how I feel. And often the conversations turn from strategies to build a closer connection. It turns more to a self-work talk. Because I feel like if you're still in the dating and getting to know each other stage, you should still have your options open anyway. And this is a hard thing for anxious attachers to do. They have a hard time talking to multiple people at a time because they feel like they're not being loyal to the person that they're trying to get with. But if you look at it as a work position, your partner is one of the most important positions in your life. When a person is taking the opportunity for granted or leaving a window open for someone else to get that position in their life, in your life, then you should be picking the one who's the most qualified anyway, right? Anytime that I work with someone and they're just struggling with that no contact period and not reaching out to that other person, I give them examples of previous clients and how things have worked out well for that person when they decided to go no contact and just stop chasing that person. When I see it happen to perfection, is they may have 3 or 4 days of silence, but then the avoiding comes back stronger than before. They come back if this is still a stage where you guys are just getting to know each other and it's still early on in the dating. They come back with like this, like a rubber band. They come back with this strength of like, hey, how have you been? What's been going on? But if it's like all noise all the time, they simply just feel like this is just too overwhelming. So remember how valuable your time is and the effects that I just talked about today if you decide to chase an avoidant. So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. You can reach out to me on my other social media accounts. Instagram is I am Coach Court. TikTok is I.am.coachcourt. And Facebook is Coach Court. Thank you guys. And always remember, when you go be loved, thank you guys. And always remember, when you go be loved, you'll never have to find it. Namaste.